Hello, IJ76 Ian here. This is AOR Racing Tier F9 F1 2018 on the PlayStation 4, and it's round 8 of the championship for Paul Ricard in France. We've qualified 14th out of 18 drivers, whopping 2.7 seconds off the fastest guy who went for this super soft tyre, the slower tyre in qualifying. 18 drivers taking part in this race. Mr. Robin just ahead. Dry race, and we get a better start. Mr. Robin, who seems to almost stall. And there's a car on the left hand side, and now I'm going to shut up and you can see the chaos of the next few corners. Well, that was interesting. Everybody all over the place. I don't know how I survived that without damaged wing. So, not particularly impressive. We are taking Chris now up the inside for 16th. As cars are going wide all over the place. Sean cuts to the inside there. We might be able to get a run on him down to senior. And it's I've had a bit of a love-hate relationship, or hate-love relationship with this track. I've actually done some decent practice. To start with, I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't find where I needed to brake. Couldn't carry the proper speed through the corners. But as I practiced a little bit more through the week, I actually quite enjoyed it. I'm very slow, obviously, compared to the top guys. But I thought, I'd be able to get stuck in and have a decent race. And obviously the walls are nowhere near the edge of the track. So I had fancied my chances of not crashing like I've done in Monaco and Canada. So coming towards the end of the first lap, Sean, who's done, I don't think, any practice this week, he was saying, runs wide. And so we're going to finish the end of that slightly chaotic first lap where we started on the grid in 14th. So lap 2, heading into the chicane down the back straight. There's a good battle ahead between Mr. Robin, Guy Hoyt and our teammate Jason. We don't get a very good exit there. Mr. Robin, though, does. So he's up behind Guy Hoyt. There's a Chris behind me, and the Williams and a Force India not too far behind as well, so I've got to keep an eye behind me as the two guys in front go side by side through senior, and Mr. Robin keeps his foot in, to be fair, which you can do. Plenty of runoff here with the high grip tarmac at this what was a former test track essentially, but has now rejoined the F1 Canada after having its last race in 1990. So I've got some good speed here, at least to have some sort of battle in the lower part of the midfield. Mr. Robin goes up the inside. Unusual place to have a go there, but it may well work. Guy Hoyt is going to hang in the inside, and I thought I'd be able to get a good switchback, but not very good under traction. But on the second phase, I've got my overtake ERS mode, and I think about going down the inside, but it's not a particularly long braking area. We go down to 4th gear, still fairly quick corner, but actually we managed to go around the outside, which I wasn't actually intending to do, but managed to get better traction than Guy Hoyt. So on to lap 4, and we've got Chris, a win already this season, all over the back of us. We go to the inside to defend into turn 1, and to be honest with you, I was not going to do anything silly there. He's a quicker guy. He's probably going to end up somewhere in the top 6, so didn't fight him too much. Now on the left hand side there, Chris is actually lit up the rears and gone into the side of Jason, so unfortunate for our teammate. But we're up a couple of positions now, up to 7th. Others are starting to make pit stops, including Nick, the championship leader, behind us. And I already decided, as soon as Nick came up to us very close, that there's no point, so I effectively let him through, ran wide there. My battle's not with him. I'm more likely to damage my own race and perhaps accidentally take out the leader. So on to lap 7. Chris has very quickly caught us after that incident with Jason, and at the same spot as he overtook us earlier, he's going to have a go this time down the inside. And again, I give him some room, but I'm going to try and get a better exit through turn 2, and we do. Chris seems to be a little bit slow here, and I'm going to make a move up the inside into the 4th gear right-hander, and that was quite fun. So I managed to make a move stick. Not like to last for very long because Chris is a very quick driver, and you can see he's in our slipstream now. And one of my biggest problems why I'm so slow compared with these top guys is I just not late enough on the brakes. Something I really need to work on. You can see how easily Chris just outbraked us there. So we've got King Foamer Casa now, another guy who's battling for the leading positions, and I do not want to go side by side with him, so he's already got the best line through there. So again, I back off and let him through. My battle's not with him. On to lap 11. So as planned, we're coming in to do a one-stop strategy from super softs to softs. So judging by my practice in the week, I can comfortably take these soft tyres to the end of the race. But as you see, we come out and high ground is coming into the pits of the Toro Rosso and very nearly hits us, although we're under AI control at that point, so it's nothing we could do about it. Out of the final corner on lap 15, and we've got a new driver, Ben Hunt, in the Toro Rosso, who's going to get alongside us well before the braking zone. I'm going to try and hang it out round the outside if I can. Momentarily do, but he's carrying a bit too much speed, and we are down to 12th. Now my tyres were okay, but I was starting to feel the back end twitch a little bit as they started to get worn out of some of the slower corners. So to try to mitigate that in this middle part of the lap, I made sure I was definitely going to take it in fourth, even if I was slow coming out. But actually that didn't work. Just caught a bit too much curb and did a silly little spin. And Daniel goes through in the Force India, and so we're down to 12th. So along the back straight, the very next lap, lap 19, coming down into the chicane. And at the same place that I made a mistake earlier, I do the same. This time I lose it on the curb and so nearly hit the barrier. No damage done, but really pathetic looking spin. Lost a spot to Salvo Filer in the Sauber, and our teammate Jason now is going to go through. So we're down to 15th, and any chance of a point is probably gone. But lap 22, we seem to have a little bit better speed than Jason. His tyres, I believe, are a bit older than ours. So we get in the slipstream. I know he's a very fair driver, and he doesn't fight me, and I'm able to make the move fairly cleanly up the inside. So further round lap 22, my usual thing of I overtake someone, and then within half a lap I get excited and I spin. And here we go again. There we go. Just lost it. Really silly. Thankfully it wasn't Canada or Monaco, so I didn't smash into the wall. So then I have to try and attack Jason again. I catch him relatively quickly, and I'm fairly confident I can make the same move stick again. It's just about getting a decent exit, take this left-hander, not too much curb, go up to rich fuel mix, and we've got overtake mode on ERS. And we took a while to get going, but now we're really in the slipstream, and again I have to brake relatively late, but Jason, very fair, doesn't fight us, and we're up to 14th place. And this is lap 25, and there we go. We got a 3-second time penalty. I was actually quite pleased to only get one 3-second time penalty, because it's quite easy to cut the corners and get penalties here, and at other corners you can take the mick and get away with it. So this is it, the end of lap 27. It shows I'm 14th place, but actually other people's Salvo Filer, I believe, and somebody else got more penalties than us. So I did actually move up 2 spots as we crossed the line, as you can see in the top left hand corner. And we finished 12th. So no points, but at least I finished the race and had a bit of fun. So the 6th or 7th different winner, I think, from 8 races, which is amazing. This time it's PPK in the Renault with Rama second in McLaren. Third was championship leader Nick. We sit in a very lowly 16th place. Next time up, it's Austria.